We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
For the people in the struggle, It's hard to put in words how I really feel, cause how I really feel got me feeling ill. Paranoid got me looking out my windowsill. So unreal, can't even call it surreal. And still, the reality of life got me most vexed. Praying that it's over, but preparing, asking what's next. And if it seems I'm mad, it's probably cause I'm upset. 1 son, 7 nephews perceived as threats. And if we're not careful, there'll be race war vets. Or even casualties of nonsense, worse yet. And to add insult to injury, people call me bitter when I call them out on their misery. But some of y'all won't even try to understand what it's like to be a black man hated in his own land. Lands that he built with his own hands, flesh and blood, but treated 3/5 a man. Great-grand had problems, had to flee down south. Granddad raising a family, still they shot up his house. Pops educated black man with 2 degrees, all had to fight injustice. They did it for me. Now I stand years later, it's the same old mess. That's why I open up my vocals every chance that I get. I done already told you, got some soldiers behind. Hate to have them growing up behind enemy lines. It's time to end the violence and brutality from the hands of the one who's supposed to be protecting me. And while we at it, let's end all the silence. No longer can we sit complacent with this violence. But some of y'all won't even try to understand what it's like to be a black man hated in his own land. Lands that he built with his own hands. Discouraged and treated 3/5 a man. I can hear the ancestors crying from the grave 155 years later. They still treating y'all like slaves. I mean, they have to be amazed when it seems like we're losing all the headway that they made. It's insanity, the world's still full of vanity. They only love themselves, but I still wonder just how can it be? How can it be? Remove the canopy, open up your eyes and gain perspective, and then you will see the enemy. I'm not his property. I belong to G.O.D. And by the power of his blood I shall have victory. That's why I'm no longer begging for your sympathy. And some of y'all won't even try to understand what it's like to be a black man hated in his own land. Land that he built with his own hands. So you know I was never 3/5 a man. I pray every son makes it home all right, and every husband makes it home safe to his wife, cause no loved one should have to be all right without having you around in their life. I pray every son makes it home all right, and every husband makes it safe to his wife, cause no loved one should have to be all right without having you around in their life.